And good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I don't got anyone in here yet, so I'm going to give you just a couple seconds to usher on in before we get this good workout that we got planned for you started. All righty. Position that. All right. So I'm going to get started with my spiel here. So when you do come in, you can just get right to the workout. My name is Adam Fox. I'm 1/3 of Connected Community Health Support, along with my two partners, Seth Spicer and Jacob Carroll. We are here offering you guys free virtual bodyweight exercise programming 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Seth Spicer does the 7:30 in the morning. Jacob Carroll does the noon right at 12 o'clock in the middle of your day. And yours truly, myself, does the 5:30 once you guys get out of work and are ready to get some good movement in. So remember, this is day number 15 of week 5. So if you guys are just joining us, it's your first time in, you can always go back on our Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube page and catch any of the other past workouts. If you don't want to jump into this intense of a workout, you can always go back and check those videos out. So don't forget to go do that if you're new. And also, I want to just give you guys a reminder that we do have social media pages such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and all of that. So you guys can go check us out there if you're watching and you just joined in as well. So for today, I know I say this every time, but this is my spiel, and I want you guys to know it by heart by the time I'm done, because I do. I almost do already. So we do this because we want to help eliminate the health and disparity that there is between having access to healthy alternatives and money. So by healthy alternatives, I mean things like this. So eliminating barriers to exercise, whether that barrier is, not having access to a gym, not having money to go to a gym, not liking to go to a gym, not liking the stigmas or the stereotypes and all the apprehensive, just being apprehensive of going to the gym. Or if you're just a beginner and you don't really know how to move, we want to be able to be this outlet for you. Or if you're an expert and you do know how to work out, you can just come here and get some good active recovery in. Basically, all we're trying to do is eliminate all those barriers, because we do believe that health and fitness should be accessible to everybody, not just those with the money, with the home gyms, or with access to a gym. That's very important to us because, like I said, there's a huge disparity right now between people that want to be healthy and people that can afford to be healthy. There we go. That's what I was trying to say the first time. That big disparity between wanting to be healthy and affording to be healthy or having the ability to afford to be healthy should not exist. So we're trying to eliminate that completely by bringing these free workouts to you right at the tips of your fingers, so you can have a great rest of your day, come in for 45 minutes, and then go out, pretend like you weren't even here if you don't want to. So, as always, like I said, find us on any of our social media pages at Connected CHS, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all of those good jazzes. We got everything up there for you. And as always, guys, please make sure if you have any underlying health conditions, such as like knee injuries, shoulder injuries, blood pressure issues, heart problems, anything like that, please go check with your doctor first before you start this program. It's not going to be anything too intense. We just want to make sure that, if you do have any, underlying conditions, that you talk to your doctor about that first, so you're nice and safe and healthy as we make you healthier. That's because, like I said, that's our whole goal here. So for today, we need about 8x8 space, enough to throw your arms around, throw your legs around a little bit. All these exercises are modifiable to match your desired intensity, whether that be more intense or a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. We will match that for you. And if you ever have any questions about how to make an exercise harder or easier, you can always shoot them in the chat, and I will respond as fast as my eyes can see it. My eyes are pretty bad, so I can't see from all the way across the room, so it might take me a minute, but we'll always respond as fast as possible. Today's workout is a 45-minute workout. This is the last day of week 5. This is day 15, as I said. So if you want to go back and catch any of those extra past workouts, they are in our library, so to speak, of workouts. So 3-minute warm-up, 3-minute cool-down, 8 exercises ran through, all 8 3 times, so 1 through 8, and then repeat. We're doing that 3 times. The work-to-rest ratio today is 45 seconds of work to 45 seconds of rest, and this is a 52-week progression. So remember, this is going to keep getting progressively harder and harder as the weeks go on, and this one is a tough one. Staying moving for 45 minutes is kind of tough, but I know all you beautiful people behind those screens can do it because you've been doing it with me for the past couple weeks, and we're going to keep on improving together and make the best version of each other for everyone, for each other, for everyone else that's watching. This goes down the line. You feel better during the day. You make your kids feel better. You make your significant other feel better. It's kind of like a domino effect. So I'm gonna shut up and get going to the workout here. Let me grab my phone real quick and we will get started. All right. Just 1 segundo. All righty. First thing we're gonna get started with. As always, we want to warm up that lower body. Yeah, warm up that lower body with some hip circles, like so. It's getting some nice range of motion in here. Remember, you can do them. So you see how I'm opening, coming back, closing. If you want, you can do opens like this, and then come back and do closes like that. Whichever one feels better for you. I know some people get some popping and whatnot going down in the hips. That's all right, as long as there's no pain. Pain is not the name of the game, and we are not in the no pain, no gain mentality here, because that usually just leads to more injuries, and the more injuries means the less time you're allowed to exercise, the less time you're able to exercise because of the injuries. So we would rather no pain at all to gain mentality, so to speak. So moving on from those to the leg swings. So just getting some nice hip range of motion here. Loosen up those hips after a nice long day of sitting or standing, whatever you guys are doing for your day that makes you your Monday, whether that be sitting or whether that be standing. Props to you if you got a job where you can stand all day, because I'm sure that's doing wonders for your body however many years down the road you've been doing that for. So, all right, keep on swinging here, guys. We switch sides. We got another, why did my phone screen turn off? All right, so we're going to keep going here. Just 1 second. My phone screen keeps turning off on me. Got to make sure I can see this the whole time. I don't know what this is. There we go. Low power mode off. All right, sorry, we are rock and rolling again, guys. So now to the T-spine rotations. Starting from here, it's kind of like you're reaching over your seat while you're looking backwards, backing out of a parking spot, following that hand with your head, just like so, not moving the hips. So as you can see right now, my hips are nice and taut. They're not moving anywhere. You don't want them to go with, because then you do not get the benefits of this nice little warm-up stretch / mobility movement. And the whole point of this is to kind of open up that upper back into the neck, loosen you up a little bit after you've been potentially sitting at a desk all day like this. But even if you're not, this is a really good way to just open up your chest a little bit, make you feel just a little bit better. Get some new range of motion, as they say. And they is me, so I'm they. All right, couple more here, guys. As you can see, you can alternate or you can do them same side. I'm alternating just because I think that feels a little bit better, but that's all right. That's just me. It may feel better for you. Moving on to the neck circles. So now you can do some nice circles like so. Just doing some circles. Go opposite, go clockwise, a little bit of counterclockwise. I see someone commented in, but I cannot see what you said. So just give me 1 second here. All right, now we're gonna look left to right. I believe that's my boy Snug, I think. Always one of my most faithful viewers joining in. So always gotta give you a shout out if that is you. Hey, yes it is. What's happening, buddy? I knew that was you. I could only see the emblem. I knew that was you. I knew. So that's not a bad thing, baby. Always coming in. That's what I like to see. Dedication. So looking to the left, looking to the right, just like so. Find that spot on each side of the wall. Look in, look out. All right, now we're doing the same thing up and down. So down, up, find that spot, look back up, just like so. And if you're feeling any pinching or twinging, just cut this, and we will find something else for you to warm up with. If you are, in the live right now. If you are watching this and you're finding it and you feel any pinching or twinging, then just cut it off. Put your hands over your head for a little bit. Hold that for about 2 minutes. See how that feels after. While you're don't move your neck, just look around if you feel any pinching while you're doing those. All right. Sorry for the sidetrack. Getting on to the next one. Now we're doing arm circles. So we can do them big like this. Get the shoulders real warmed up. or you're still getting the shoulders warmed up, you do a little like this. You can move where your palms are. It's going to get a different range of motion on your shoulder joint, but you're still doing the same thing, just throwing off the muscles a little bit. As in throwing off, I mean, waking them up a little bit, making them do something different that's not just this one plane of motion. So we can do them down here. This is a very good warm-up for the shoulders. A little reactive too, because just forcing your body to see how I'm swaying a little bit, swaying and forcing my body to stabilize while I'm doing this. All right, guys. So a couple more here real quick. Doing some nice big ones with me now. Pretend like I'm doing a nice big clap like those monkeys with the cymbals, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm the only one that has those in my head all day. A little bit of ADHD, but that's okay. So I come here to let you guys hear everything I got to say, and let's just unwind a little bit. All right. A couple more seconds of this. All right. So I'm going to be instructing. As you guys keep going, I'm going to be instructing the first movement. So as always, first thing we're doing is picking it up off the ground. Nice little bend over hinge pattern. All we're going to do, pick it up, put it back down. We're starting with that in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So pick it up, put it back down. Now remember, if you have an issue trying to find that stability or that middle point in your back, you always feel like you're hunching like this or you're curving up like that, put the hands on the hips, push into the knees. Look at that. Look at that beautiful alignment. I didn't have to think about it. All I had to do, push into the knees like so. Now you're going to pick up from that position. Put down, pick up from that position, put down, just like so. And then if these are still too easy for you, you guys are feeling like you want to really spice it up on this beautiful Friday, we're going to go onto the ground, do some bridges here. We're stopping this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. All right, on to the next one. We got some time here, so remember, like I said, if you watched a couple of the past videos, it's a 45-second break. So we're going to be doing the bent over bear hugs in about 30 seconds. And what we're doing with those, showing like this. So same bent over position, doing the same thing in the beginning. Bending over like so, getting in this position, and then just giving yourself big bear hugs like this. We're going to keep this constant, steady pace. So you're keeping it aerobic. This is an aerobic workout in nature, trying to make you lose as much fat, burn that, get the heart rate up as high as possible. Start with this right now. My apologies. I'm talking too much a little bit today. I had a little bit too much coffee before the stream, but I'm sure you guys didn't even notice because this is just the usual me, so that's all right. So bringing it over, slap the back. You don't have to slap the back if you don't want. If you want to give yourself a big bear hug, you can, but keeping it in an aerobic motion. So what I mean by that is keeping the pace to it. So you're not stopping. So keep it going. Keep that heart rate up. I want to try to burn as much fat as we can today. Get you guys moving good, feeling good on this beautiful Friday before you have your nice, maybe long weekend. Not really, but any weekend's long once it's Friday, right? Stopping this in 3, 2, 1, and cut. Good job, guys. All right. Moving on, feeling good today. Getting them good quality movements in with us here at CCHS. Next we're moving on to, excuse me, that coffee's coming back up. Doesn't like me right now. Moving on to, lateral raises. So grab some resistance. I'm going to challenge you guys, especially you, Snug. I know you've been here for a hot minute. I want you to grab something 2 pounds in each hand. All I want you to do, pick it up, bring it up to the sides, and bring it back down. It's all nothing too crazy. We're just bringing it up and bringing it back down. We still got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So that hesitation right there, I'm counting down on my clock. I started at 45, and then every 45 seconds, I cut you guys off or start you. So I'm just trying to figure out where I left off at, whether I was at 45 or 15. So anytime you see me hesitate like that, I'm just looking at the watch or the clock, trying to figure out how much time you guys got left. So speaking of, you got 20 more seconds, so power through here. Bring those arms up, and if you're bringing them up really high and you start dumping in like this, you start hunching up, lower back starts going, then only bring them to about right here. Find your range of motion and work within that range of motion. We will progress it over the days, I promise. We're stopping with these in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right, on to the next one. Doing a little bit of some knee marches, getting you in a. I was gonna make a joke about the British like soldiers marching, but that's okay. I don't know if my British friend is here with us today, so you'll have to catch us on the restream. Marching up just like you're one of them imperial soldiers or whatever the heck they're called. So take a drink. We still got some time here. Still got a little bit of a break, a rest period here. So keep on getting that rest. Got another 10 seconds left until we're jumping into the next set. Maybe I'm rushing this a little bit. I think I am. So we actually do have a little bit more than that. We got 15 seconds left. My apologies. 45 seconds is screwing me up a little bit. That's all right. All right, starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So bring that knee up and hold it. I challenge you guys to hold that for a second while pushing into your hand. So push into your hand and hold it. You're going to feel your opposite side light up a little bit because it's forced to stabilize and take all the weight of your entire body pushing down. So push into that hand, push into that hand. You'll feel it a little bit in your bum. In the back side here, well, the one that's on the ground, so this leg right now. You'll feel it a little bit. Push into that hand. You want to make it a little bit more aerobic in nature. Pick up the speed a little bit. Forget that push into the hand. Now all I want you to focus on is hitting that knee to your hand. Focus on an external goal. Your brain will thank you later, I promise. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right. So next one's a little bit difficult. So if you haven't been with us yet, I want to make sure that I instruct this right. So we're doing lateral squats. So lateral squat is the same thing as a regular squat, except you're doing it laterally. So by the same thing, I mean you're still just sitting down in a chair. So you're going to come over, tell me there's a chair behind you, stand back up, push to the other side. Pretend like there's a chair behind you, stand back up, push to the other side, and then repeat like so. So pretend like there's a chair. I'm sitting in this invisible chair, and then I'm standing back up. Coming over, switching sides, coming down, and back up. Starting with this in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit in that chair, come back up, slide your feet over, and then go back over here. Sit down in that chair, stand up, slide over. Sit down in that chair, stand up, slide over, sit down just like so. I'm going to pull out the prop here in a little bit. I know that worked pretty well yesterday. But remember, all it is sitting down. So see how I'm coming down just like this, pushing my butt back, sitting in that chair, and then coming back up. I'll demonstrate from this side too. So sitting down in that chair, standing back up, coming over, sitting down in that chair, standing up, come back over. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. That is one of the harder movements aside from the bear crawl and the inchworm that we're going to bring you. So if you guys are even getting down just a little bit, just say you're only coming down like this, that's okay. Your range is your range. I want you guys to work inside of that range. So keep on improving every single day. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you. I know you're improving behind that screen. I can feel it. All right, on to the next one. We're doing the wall push. So wall push is going to be starting from here, coming down, pushing away from that wall, keeping that chest away like this, not sunk in like that. So let those arms come out. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So if you're going from the knees, same thing. I want you to put weight evenly between your two hands so you're not pushing from just one side. You're going to come down nice and slowly to a 3 count and then push back up. Coming down nice and slowly to a 3 count and then push back up. And if you want to do the regular, or not regular, sorry, feet full extended, coming down nice and slow, push back up. And if the knee at the knees is too easy, but this is still a little bit too hard, I want you to come down nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Legs fully extended. Now drop to your knees, push back up. Same thing one more time, guys. 1, 2, 3. Drop to your knees, push back up. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, good job. Now that is also the full push-up is one of the very hard movements to get the hang of. It kind of feels a little weird pushing yourself away from the wall or the ground like that. So that's a really good way to progress your body into getting used to accepting your entire weight on your hands, but not having to push away from it, just accepting it on the way down, then pushing up after. So that's a really good way. It's one of my favorite exercises. So, excuse me. Moving on from that, doing the bent over pullbacks here, starting in about 10 seconds. So same position, bending over at the hips, pretending like you're reaching something off the ground. Now you're in this position, all you're gonna do is bring the arms back, bring them up. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bring them back, bring them up, bring them back, bring them up, just like this. If you guys don't feel comfortable going to this range of motion, so your back arches like that, that's okay. What we're gonna do is go from here, bring them back, bring them back, bring them back. And if you wanna make it harder, we're gonna go from the middle, bring them back, bring them up, bring them back, bring them up. This is reminiscent of the ITYs that we did last week or the week before. I can't remember which week. The weeks are starting to merge. I apologize. So bring them back all the way, bring them up, back all the way, and then up, back all the way, and then up, just like so. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. Good job. Almost through the first set. Very proud of you. Keep pushing. We got 2 more after this. You can go have your protein shakes, your beer, smoothies, whatever you may be drinking after this. So next one we got is the inchworm. So the inchworm is going to start, come down to a bent position like so. Palms flat on the floor. Walk out as far as you feel comfortable, and then walk back in like so. Now another big thing with this is we're trying to get you to the ground doing the bear crawl. So if you want to widen your grip, your stance like this, come out, hold for as long as you can. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So the easier version is going to be the inchworm with your feet real close. Walk yourself out, and then walk yourself back in. A little bit of the harder version is going to be the bear crawl walkout. So feet a little bit wider apart, as you can see. My base, instead of being here, is farther out here. So you're going to walk out shoulder widths apart. And then once you get to about right here, you turn. Once you get to about right here, you're going to bring your knees an inch off the ground and hold it. Now, if this is still a little too easy, I promise it won't be. It's going to burn, burn, burn. You're going to bring opposite arm, opposite leg off the ground, like so, like so. You can do that in a crawling fashion, just like this. Opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, just like so. Bring it back around. So opposite arm, opposite leg, or come back up into the beginning position, come down, do the inchworm first, and then come back up. And that is really the position where, stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys, good job. So the whole point of the inchworm is to get you comfortable going to the ground. So we want to be able to get you to the point where coming to this is very easy to come into this position and then to walk yourself out of this position. It may take you a long time. That's okay. This is a progressive program, like I said. So we're trying to do this at your pace, whatever works best for you. That's why we're giving you all these different options of things to do. So moving back to the top of the list here, going back to the bent over, reach to the ground, pick up something off the ground. I got my handy dandy friend, Mr. Foam Roller. He always lets me pick him up and put him down. So starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, just like so. Remember, how do we want our brain to remember this reference point? Hands on the hips, push into the knees. Now I'm aligned, nice and straight and center of my back. Now we're gonna pick it up, put it back down, pick it up, put it back down, just like so. Now if you wanna make this harder, you can walk yourself out to the ground the same way that you just did for the inchworm. So now you're on this position. Flip yourself over. You're on your back like so. Armpits aligned with your knees at the top. We're gonna come down, push up, come down, push up, come down, and push up, just like so. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. You guys are sticking with me here. Good job. I know you guys are sweating behind that screen. So I know I am for damn sure. For dang sure, excuse me. I don't want to have any bad language on the stream. So next one we're going to, very similar to the one that we just did, in the sense that we are bending over at the hips. So just reaching something off the ground. We start in the same reference point. Get that nice alignment, and now doing good old-fashioned bear hugs, shoulder slaps, whatever you want to call them. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. See, I even do that sometimes. I want to make sure I'm in a good position. All I got to do is just push my hands into my hips, into my knees. Now I'm aligned perfectly. I didn't even have to think about it. That's the beauty of your body. Your body is very smart. Well, your brain is very smart, i.e. in turn your body. So your brain is very smart. And if you give it a goal for a task, it will coordinate around that goal. Because your brain loves to have goals. It doesn't like to have processes and figure out what's going on at the muscular level. It likes to know what the overall goal and task is, because that's how we learned to move, trying to chase things and hunt things. We weren't thinking about our muscles working. So stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by that is that when we were chasing down animals on the flats, you know, way back, we weren't thinking about how our muscles were moving. We were thinking about getting to the end goal, i.e. killing the animal or getting to the animal. So now that we focus so much on what's going on inside of the muscles, it kind of takes us away from our ability to organize those movement patterns, i.e. whatever we're trying to do, whether it's a sit, squat, deadlift, whatever you may want to call it. We kind of get away from what those movements really are, because we think about the muscle activation just a little bit too much. But I'm going to shut up. Moving on to lateral raises here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bring the arms up and snug. I know you're out there. I want you to grab some resistance. I want you to challenge yourself tonight. It's Friday night. You can go enjoy yourself after. I want to get some nice sweat, some nice burn going right now, baby. We still got a lot of time left. 20-something minutes left in this workout. Well, not that much time. I don't want to scare you. It's not the big bag time monster, I promise. These should be something that you come to just a little stress reliever. I'll try to make you laugh a little bit, make you learn a couple things, but not trying to stress you guys out too much. If I ever am, just let me know and I'll shut up a little bit, I promise. All right, we got another about 5 seconds here, guys. Power through. Come on, give me some more. Got 3 and 2 and 1 and cut it. Good job, good job. Back to those British marching soldiers. So when we start up here in another 30 seconds or so, remember, we can do them pushing the hand into the knee. That's going to add some extra resistance. It's going to help you learn how to stabilize a little better and be more difficult on the leg that you have planted on the floor. You want to make it a little more aerobic? Do fast touches. Touch the knee, touch the knee. Remember that goal I'm talking about. Touch the knee, touch the knee, touch the knee. That's all I want you to think about. Or if you really want to go fast, you do not have to do this. We program this so there's no jumping, very low impact. But if you want to do that, be my guest. I ain't going to tell you what to do. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bring up. Just go nice, moderate pace here. Every time, the only thing I'm thinking about is bringing that knee to my hand. So I want you to focus on the external goal. Nothing else besides that. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang. God, what movie is that from? I'm blanking. Someone help me out. If they're watching this at some point in time, I get a message in a couple days, I'll understand what it is if you tell me the name of the movie. All right. Aside from that little tangent side note, I apologize. We got another 5 seconds here, guys. So pick up the pace a little bit if you can. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, good job. All right, we are halfway through the workout. Give yourself a tiny pat on the back, just a little one. Not a big one, because you save that for the end once we actually are done. So now we've got the lateral squat. So I'm going to get my handy dandy prop here again, because I know my boy Fourth Dimension over there in England told me this helped a lot. So all you have to envision, this is a chair. I'm sitting down in the chair. I'm standing back up. That's all it is. So from this position, you're sitting down, then you're standing up. You're sitting down, standing up. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit on it, stand back up. You're gonna come over this side. We're gonna do the same exact thing, but now the prop's not there for anymore. Sit down, stand up. Same thing, sit down, stand up. And as far as the leg positioning goes for this, as long as you're not knee caving in like this, as long as you're keeping a strong knee, then it's A-okay. So make sure the knee, if anything, is coming out opposed to going in. But remember, all I want you guys to think about is sitting on this chair, standing back up. Last one here, guys. We got 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, good job. I hope that helped out a little bit. I know sometimes it may be hard to visualize what I'm saying because I'm talking too fast. So if you guys have any questions, shoot them into the chat like an old Western Texas Ranger. Shoot them in. I'll respond to you as fast as I can. All right, next one we got are the wall and floor presses. So remember, the whole goal, keep your body away from the wall, come down, just keep your chest, I should say. Push away. Pretend like that wall smells real bad, or ground, whatever you're pushing away from. You want to get away from it as quick as possible. So coming down like this, pushing away. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So we're going to come down for a 3-second hold. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to push away like so. 1, 2, 3, and push away like so. 1, 2, 3, push away. Now we're going to up the ante. Start with the feet extended like so. 1, 2, 3, push away. 1, 2, 3, push away. Or we can go from the top. 1, 2, 3, put the knees on the ground, push away. So you're still giving your body the chance to get used to your full body weight in a push-up position without the harder part of having to push up. So we're stopping here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Woo, I'm breaking the sweat today too. I hope you are, because it's a good fat burning, calorie burning, heart rate increasing workout we got for you today. As always, but today's just another special day because it's Friday, baby. Got the whole weekend ahead of you, no matter where you are. All right. Next one we got are the bent over pullbacks. Now remember, we just want to get, same thing with the push-up. We want some good range of motion in the shoulder. So you're starting here and pushing away. You got like an arcing motion almost in the shoulder. Same thing with this. Your shoulder works in this range of motion right here. So you want to work it in that range of motion. Bent over, going like this. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So bring that shoulder back. Bring the shoulder up. So same thing, goals here. Bring your pinky as high into the sky as you can. Bring your thumb as high into the sky as you can. Pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb. And on the pendulum swing right here, where you're swinging, try to touch the ground without moving your chest. So touch the ground without having your body drop down like this. So touch the ground, pinkies to the sky. Touch the ground, pinkies to the sky. And if that's overcomplicating, I do apologize. Just want to make sure you guys are understanding what I'm having us do here. The whole point of the touch the ground is just to get as much shoulder range of motion as possible. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right, all right. Whew. I might have just rushed you by 15 seconds there. I apologize if I did. But you guys are troopers, so I know you can handle it. All right, next one we're moving on to now is the inchworm and the crawl. So remember, the inchworm is getting you to be able to be comfortable with getting to the ground or to be comfortable getting into the bear crawl position. So the farther the feet are apart, the more of a bear crawl position it's going to be. The closer, the more of an inchworm. I'm going to show you this in a couple seconds here, guys. We're starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So inchworm, walk it out, keep the feet nice and close, bring the knees an inch off the ground like this, and then bring your body back up like so. Now up the ante a little bit, spread the feet out a little bit, keep the feet and hands in line, come out like this, and now keep those knees off the ground by an inch, come back up like so. Same thing, coming down, Now, once you're comfortable with this bear crawl position, like so, what we're going to do is doing some actual crawls. So you're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, just like so. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, good job, good job, guys. Woof. All right. Good job. We made it through the 2 of the 3 sets. Those inchworms and bear crawls can be really hard. The whole thing we're trying to get you to do there is to just basically be comfortable. Trying to get you to be comfortable going to the ground. And also that quadruped position, which just means you're on all fours, is a daily type of, what are your fundamental movement patterns? Being able to crawl. So I know it sounds kind of weird being able to crawl, but babies don't just do it for a reason. Starting in 3, 2, 1 with the bent over. So pick it up, bring it to the ground, pick it up, bring it to the ground. This is the last set. So do a couple of these, get this pattern warmed up, hips in the right position, just like so. And now, challenge ourselves. Come on, it's Favorite Friday today, baby. Get on your back, align those knees, hips, and armpits, and now do the bridges like so. Remember, you want to keep that nice straight line. Put your hands here as a reference so you don't overarch like that or nothing too crazy. Don't want to get you guys hurt. So remember, coming up, pushing up just like this. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. We're so close to being done. Just stick with me here. We got the bent over body curls. Yeah, bent over bear hugs next. What we're gonna be doing here, nothing too crazy, like always. Ain't no thing, but I can't remember what movie that's from. Dang it. It's really gonna bug me all night now. All right, but regardless of whatever I'm saying, from here, slap in the back, bring the arms up, just like so. Starting with this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So bring them up and back. Remember that same position applies. So putting the hands to the knees, get in that position, and now just let the shoulders do the thing. Set the goal of touching your back as the only thing you're thinking about. If you're wondering about where you should be looking, don't be looking at your feet. You're looking straight in front of you at this angle. You don't got to be looking up or down to the left or the right, just right in front of you, just like that. And just keep on slapping that back, rotating which arm is on top. What I mean by that, so watch my right arm on top, not right arm's on bottom, right arm on top, same thing. Stopping here, 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right. Moving on to the next one, the lateral raises. So again, I'm going to challenge everyone watching. Grab some weights, add on some resistance. We're 5 weeks in. I want you guys to get them big boulder shoulders, baby. I want you guys to be popping out of the shirts if you want to, but obviously that's not always what's going to happen. Just because you're doing these doesn't mean you're going to get huge shoulders, but add some resistance and you just might. So we got about another 10 seconds here. All we're doing, bring them up, bring them back down. You want to go grab a baby, grab a dog, whatever you want to grab. Put it in your hands and use it as resistance. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So bring them up and back down. So same thing. You can see from this view, I'm not arching my lower back. My shoulders aren't hunching. This is my range of motion right here. Your range of motion may only be right here. That is totally okay. You're not in competition with anybody but yourself. So as long as you're improving day in and day out, then it doesn't matter how high your range of motion is. As long as you're improving upon your range of motion, then that's really all that matters. You're working within your range and improving within your range. And that's what we're about, making yourself better, not caring about anyone else behind the screen besides yourself. We care about you, but you know what I mean. Stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. Go ahead and grab yourselves a drink real quick. I know this is kind of one of the longer workouts, or not one of these workouts are getting longer. I'm even a little gassed sometimes, so I can imagine you guys are behind the screen. So make sure you got water, and after this, make sure you got some nice chocolate milk or some type of good post-workout meal to get in you. Some fruit, some veggies, some nuts, some peanuts, some almonds, something that can get digested quick, because that's what your body needs after a nice long workout like this. So moving on to the knee raises here in about 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bring the knee up. Remember, there's multiple ways we can do this. The new way that we're doing, pushing into the knee like this, holding for 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or, that was a little fast. Slow that down a little bit. Or we can do, bring the knees to the hands at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. So knee to hand, knee to hand, knee to hand, just like so. Or we can do the faster version like so. We still got about, what time do we start? 30? Yes, we still got about 10 more seconds here, guys. So hit that knee to the hand, just like so. I actually messed up. We still got 15 more seconds. My apologies. Hit that knee to the hand. And that's the only goal I want you to think about. If you want to make it a little bit harder, go a little bit faster, like so. 5, 4, 3, 2, and cut it. Good job, guys. Definitely just did a minute there. I got to get a timer, a stopwatch, something that does 45 seconds. So I may have shorted you guys a few times and went a little bit longer than I should have a couple other times. So if you guys noticed that, get on me in the chat. Let me know. I apologize. Next one we're doing, back to lateral squats. So remember the demonstration I just showed of just sitting down, coming back up, coming over, sitting down. Ooh, whoopsies. Sitting down, coming back up, coming over. And you can make these as hard as you want. If you have this range of motion to be able to get down that far, go ahead and do it. Not everyone does. I've been doing these for a while. That's why I do. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. I don't want you guys to get discouraged. Like I said, remember, you're not competing with anyone else but yourself. That's all that really matters. Making yourself better every day. Another good cue for this is keep the arms out in front of you, like so. You want whatever elbow that is on the outside. So for this next one, my right elbow, you want this elbow to be over the knee, just like so. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. Over the knee, come back up. So, whoopsies. We got 10 more seconds here. Knee, elbow, knee. Come back up. Stopping here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. And 1. Good job, guys. What I meant by that, knee over the elbow. Just when you're coming down, I'll show you one more time. Watch my elbow. It's coming over my knee like this. And then coming back up. That's going to keep the upper body nice and aligned so you're not moving over one side way too much like that. So, next one we got. I didn't miss any other thing. Good. First time I haven't missed anyone, so I got to knock on wood. All right, so now we're doing the floor press or the wall press. So remember wall press from here. Coming down, the farther you put your feet out, the harder it is. Pushing away from the wall. Or the knee press. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So make sure the weight is displaced evenly between the hands. If I come over and push you, you wouldn't fall, you only wobble. That's my best cue to give. You want a really strong base coming down nice and 1, 2, 3. Back up. Ooh, that was a nice voice crack. I can't tell if I'm 23 or 13 sometimes. Coming down like so, pushing up. Remember, keeping that chest away from the ground as far as you can. Then pushing up like that. Away from the ground. Pushing up. Away from the ground. Pushing up like so. And remember, want to make it harder, start from the top. Push, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. We're stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woof! Good job, guys. We got 2 more, and then we're all set. We're going to hit the cool down. I'm going to get you out of here. Back to your Friday evening, hanging with your lady or hanging with your bros or hanging by yourself. Whatever you may be doing, get you back to that. Remember, got to grab something to eat after this because your body needs that protein, needs that fuel after a nice hard workout, just like this. All right. Next thing we got, back to the pulls. So remember that shoulder range of motion with the push-up. Just like this. You see how the shoulders are kind of going into arcing motion almost? That's what your shoulders want to do. So from here, we're going to be at the bent over position, back, and then up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So back and up and back and up. Make a song out of it if you want. I've said this before. I'm going to spare you guys having to hear me sing. It's not very pretty. So I'm just going to take the backseat on this one and let you guys do the singing behind those screens with your beautiful voices and whatnot. Bring them up, bring them back, bring them up. And if you rock a little bit, that's totally okay. You're still doing the same movement. Momentum, it's okay if you have a little bit of momentum, as long as you're still getting the movement down. You're not cheating. That is A-okay, my friends. Bring it up. So touch those pinkies to the sky, touch those thumbs to the sky. Stopping here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, good job, good job. There we go. Last one of the day, then the cool down, like I said. You can get out of here. So inchworm. Back to one of the harder movements. So remember, whole point we're doing this is, that's right. The whole point we are doing this is to get you to the ground. So from this position, I'm gonna walk through it one more time with you guys because it's the last time. Starting here, walking out, get into that position. Now, if you can go farther out like this, go ahead and do it, but you don't need to. Work inside your range of motion. Then come back up. And then from here, come out like so, and come back up just like that. All right, we're gonna be starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So walk it out as far as you feel comfortable. Once you get there, keep those knees an inch off the ground, hold it for a second or two, and then come back up just like so. Come back down again. Now that you're comfortable in this position, I want those thumbs right about even with your chest, knees an inch off the ground. You're going to hold this for as long as you can, and then come back up, and then come down again. Hold this for as long as you can. This is going to get very difficult. It's even difficult for me, and I do these pretty often. But the whole goal we're trying to do after they get to the bear crawl is to be able to walk like so. Got another 3 seconds here, guys. Finish strong. 2, 1. Woo! Cut it. Now, give yourself a pat on the back. I know I'm sweaty. I know you're sweaty. We're all sweaty. But that's okay. All right. All that means we got a good workout in today. Thanks for joining. Now let's get to the cool down, ladies and gentlemen. So, touch the shoulders. Burp if you need to, like I do, excuse me. Touch the shoulders real quick. Bring them back. Touch the shoulders. Bring them back. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I almost forgot. Breathing. Breathing's huge. Snug. I know you've heard it a million times. You're about to hear it 1,000,001. Gotta make sure you're breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Big inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. And we can do some arm swings here too. Single arm if we want. And then after these, after we get the arms cooled down a little bit, we'll move on to the leg kick. So we just stepped in, remember, we just stepped in a big puddle. Covered in water now. We got to flick off all that water. As you see, I kind of will short leg one. Do the other one a little bit longer. I don't know why I do that. It's a little bit of imbalance, I'd say, from my knee surgery. But hey, that's okay because I'm working within my range of motion. So it's the same thing to cool down as it is for the sets. Work within your range of motion. If you can only flick this much water off you, that's okay. We're now, after we flick the water off, we're going to do some of the leg swings again. Except at a nice slower intensity, not as much range of motion. Just cooling down the lower body, getting some more sensation and blood flow to it. Just like so. Whoop, almost fell. That was close. My single leg balance on this side definitely needs some improvement. See, we all got to improve, even if we are hosting these workouts. I know Seth and Jay can speak, or I know I can speak for them too. They definitely still have improvements on things they need to get better at with movement. That's not a shot. That's just, I know I have it, so I'm sure they do as well. Don't tell them I said that. All right. A couple more little swings on this opposite side, whichever side you didn't start on. All righty. And speaking of rain, it's raining right now. Beautiful, beautiful central New York. You gotta love it. All right. That's all that I got for you. Oh, I lied. Breathing. Time to breathe. So lay down on the floor if you want, or sit like this. Want big deep breaths in the nose for a 2 to 4 count, and then a big exhale through the mouth for 4 to 8. Sorry, I was getting a little lost in that. I needed that little cool down right there. I'm sure you guys do too. So if you guys have any questions, shoot them in the chat right now. I'll stick around and I'll just jab for a second or two just to see if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and I can answer for you about any type of health, fitness, nutrition, anything to do with this entire field that we find ourselves in, of this interesting thing that we call life and health and fitness. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be more than willing to help you out and answer those for you. So without further ado, I haven't told you why we do this cool down yet. So keep breathing through the nose, out the mouth. Whole reason we do this is to calm the body down. You need to calm the body down to get you the full benefits of this beautiful workout we put together for you. Your body likes to recover in a rest and digest state, not the fight or flight, which we just put you in because you were sweating bullets. Perceive this as stress, and your body's like, whoa, pump the brakes. We got to put you in the fight or flight. And now your body's like, all right, we're in this fight or flight state. What are we doing? Why are we here? Now you're telling yourself, hey, calm down. It's okay, brain. It's okay, body. We're no more stress. Now we're just trying to relax and get all these benefits of this workout, get some good recovery. So I don't think there was anything else. I'm trying to think if I thought I had something to tell you guys. Oh, yeah. You're all amazing. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You guys are really awesome. We're doing this for you. As always, we just want to help give back to the community a little bit, to those people who have that disparity between needing health and fitness interventions like this and being able to afford it. So if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, you can always reach out to us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter page at Connected CHS, or you can reach out to us personally on Instagram, and we will respond to you within a day. That's what it says on our page. We usually respond within a day, and we do. So without any questions, I don't see anything coming into the chat here. I'm gonna boogie on out of here, grab some chocolate milk, and relax for a little bit. So you guys, thanks for joining, and you guys have a great night, and I will see you on Monday.